Generational talent. It means an athlete whose abilities are so exceptional that they are considered rare, appearing only once in a generation or less frequently. A generation is about 20 to 30 years, by the way. The term generational talent is the most overused term in the draft community. Think about how stupid it is when we have people saying a player is generational every year. It could not be more meaningless. If every draft has a generational talent, then the word loses all weight. I personally don't use this term. I haven't put that label on anyone until now with a special player named Travis Hunter. There has never been a talent like Travis Hunter, who has been regarded as the best cornerback in the same draft class in which he's also talked about as the best receiver. That is generational. In this video, I'll speak to why the most overused phrase actually applies to someone and what makes Travis Hunter so special. Travis Hunter at Colorado played in 10 games over the 2024 season. In those 10 games, he averaged 146 snaps per game. That is outrageous, by the way. He played 1,461 snaps in 2024, 713 of which coming from the offensive side and 748 on the defensive side of the ball. Oh yeah, and Hunter also went on to win the Heisman, the Biletnikoff Award, whilst being named first team All Big 12 at wide receiver, cornerback, and all-purpose. But that's not even all. Hunter also won the Paul Hornung Award for being the most versatile player in the country. Decent accolade list, if you ask me. On offense, Travis racked up 1,258 yards on 96 catches, scoring 15 touchdowns through the air and 1 on the ground. Flip over to the defensive side, it's just as, if not more, impressive. On 428 coverage snaps, he allowed just 23 receptions on 41 targets and gave up just 1 touchdown while catching 4 interceptions for himself. And capping it off, he allowed just a 39.9 passer rating. After one of the best and most unusual seasons we've seen in a long time, Hunter was drafted to the Jacksonville Jaguars with the 2nd overall pick after the Jaguars had traded up to get him. Travis Hunter recently signed his rookie deal worth $46.65 million, all of which are guaranteed, and the deal was even shaped to give him $30.57 million up front as a signing bonus. Unreal numbers on both the stat sheet and on the contract. But even pushing numbers aside, the tape and the player also bring fascinating talking points that we'll get into. When I watched Travis Hunter, I was thinking and observing what it was that allows him to play both sides at a very high level. Was there anything that I could find that stuck out to me as a dividing trait? Because this is just a rare player, but what makes him that way? I honestly just kept circling back to Hunter's effortless, natural athleticism. Anything he sees in front of him, he can match it. When Travis Hunter's out playing corner, I see this incredible ability to react with twitch. It's a very difficult thing to explain or quantify with words, so let's take a little look-see here. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see he's a line pressed up, and off the snap, you'll see the receiver stutter and then give him a little jab inside. But Hunter, reading and waiting to react, has great leverage, and once the receiver breaks out, boom. Hunter's reaction is just as quick as the receiver's. It was a run play, but you still see what I'm talking about. I don't care how minimal this is relative to the play, but watch the reaction, movement skills, and just how quick everything happens. If you're Hunter here, you have to think the receiver's selling out on the shallow cross, and you actually do see a bit of commitment from Hunter to the shallow cross, but the twitch to stop, close, and cover is what gets me. This is the last example we'll examine with Hunter at corner. The offense has a smash concept called. This is designed to high-low a defender, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Watch Hunter play this. He already sees what's coming. He stays calm. He finds medium ground between the routes, all while reading the quarterback. As soon as the arm's up from the quarterback, Travis reacts and closes in a jiffy. You don't see that rep from a lot of folks. This is an example just from the other side of the ball. Catching this paced hitch route, but after is what I want to talk about. I mean, just watch the movement and the ease in which he's playing. He made a couple miss, then shot upfield, gaining unexpected yards. You want to talk about suddenness? Well, I think this will pretty much explain it for me. Another thing that I came away with after watching Travis was his ability to learn and understand from both positions. We know he plays both sides, so he knows strengths and weaknesses for both sides. You can tell Hunter understands the game at a very high level. Through this entire route, he shows how to exploit space and work to spots that would help his quarterback. Here's a quick bullet slant where he just sits in a void and catches the football, gaining a quick and easy 5 yards. This one has a bit more depth and kind of shows his knowledge of the cornerback's perspective. It's a simple curl route, but watch the stem here. At about 4 yards, you see him pressing outside, getting the DB to give some sort of presence upfield, just so he can stomp on the brakes and come back to the overthrown ball in an instant. He set him up. He knows if the DB's squared, he's not separating on that specific route. So you see that stem variation to get the corner tilting any other way so he can break down with suddenness and separate. I'll preach this until I can't. First here, we'll watch the defensive back. It's zone coverage. Travis Hunter, understanding this, doesn't show any nonsense steps and just rounds the break, tempos down in the gap, and gives his quarterback an outlet with the backside dig. He knows what to do, and he knows what works against the guys on defense. Here, the offense is running some slant rail with a little bluff slide route underneath. To me, this looks like quarters from the defense, meaning Travis probably should not be playing that shallow. I'd bet he's thinking that his teammate will take the rail while the will backer's covering the slant/glance route. Either way, brilliant play to ditch over top, play down low, and jump the crap out of the underneath route, displaying unreal instincts that not many have, and not to mention the athletic ability to get there from depth. Here's Travis putting on a clinic showing his feel in coverage. So he'll end up running and hanging on to this latch route, and even without looking, he fades right under the deep post. And with the flea flicker action and a teammate to help him underneath, this was a great move. So obviously a lot more goes into the amount of success Travis Hunter has had this past season and so far in his career. But the two traits I thought to be the most predominant in his game were the two we just went over: his crazy athleticism and the feel for the game of football. Sum it up in just a few words. But headed into the 2024 season, I think people viewed Travis like an athlete recruit from high school. It felt like he can play here and here, but what will his position really be? So when people would evaluate him actually before the season, you'd hear opinions like he could play both receiver and corner in college, but I think he's better at one of those positions, and that's what he should play in the NFL. But after 2024, the sky was the limit, with people viewing him as the consensus wide receiver 1 and consensus cornerback 1. Since he's been with the Jaguars, he's had opportunities to play and train at both wide receiver and corner, looking like there's a very real possibility he's deployed as a two-way player as a rookie in the NFL. Travis does so much well, and I could make an hour-long video talking about every little thing Travis does well on both offense and defense, but this video was aimed to focus on a few other topics that I thought deserved more emphasis. Coming into the NFL as an actual generational talent cannot be easy. There's unrealistic expectations everywhere and a lot of eyes on you and your team. But if anyone can handle it, it seems like it's gonna be Travis Hunter. Not only is he a great player, it seems as if he's an amazing person and human too. What are you most looking forward to seeing from Travis as a rookie? How do you think the Jaguars plan to use him? And how do you think he'll perform? I'll be interested in hearing what y'all have to say in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and like and subscribe, go to the past content on the channel. It would mean a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.